On the table today for review, we have Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Goo Shifters Series 7. Hey everyone, this is SquirrelStampede and I am Dan. Thank you so much for joining in today as we have a variety of Goo Shifters to explore from Goo Jit Zu. Blazagon is back with the team as always, and this time they've got a special feature, a core inside that you squeeze and squish, and boom, we've got something different inside. Wait. Gigabots. What is that? What is Gigabots? How did that get in there? So let's explore this fantastic new collection from Moose and see how much goo we can shift.
SquirrelStampede!
Do we always start with Blazagon? Why do we always start with Blazagon? Let's not start with Blazagon. Let's start with Pantaro. Pantaro with the slightly warped card box. So this series is titled Goo Shifters. What does that mean? How do we review Goo Shifters then? Crush the core, transform the goo. So somewhere inside this Heroes of Goo Jit Zu figure there is a core. I think I see it floating up to the top of his left shoulder. I wonder if it's a one-time thing. It must be. I think Pantaro is a good start for us to look at, as Pantaro has the clearest skin today. Nothing is really said about the characters this time bio-wise. We have a character list, 7 to collect. I was able to find most except for ultra rare Corruptagon. So perhaps if I ever do run into one, I can maybe do a YouTube short or something. They are still heavy on some very interesting sit down and read fine print about how not to place your Heroes of Goo Jit Zus on ceiling fans and turn on high. Please don't do that. You would have goo all over the living room. Max stretch 20 to 50 centimeters, so about 3 times their size. And just an all-around stress-relieving fidget item. Okay, Pantaro Hero Pack, let's remove. How many squirrels were knocked down in that approach? So it's Pantaro out of pack, looking like what Pantaro usually looks like with his beep beep boop boop boop.
What?
So it's Pantaro out of box, looking like he usually looks like, just maybe a little more clear as normal. We have a rubber belt on there, no paint to wear off. I like that approach. And you can see inside he's mostly just a liquid base. It's almost water, I'm guessing, on this one. Just water, and you can see that core is bouncing back and forth. There it is, up in the tight corner there. We can move it around, probably fidget into the fist if we wanted to. Squeezing it up into the fist area. There we go. And back down. And so somehow we are going to break this, this core. I was wondering if there's like a little area. Okay, so I see like a little bit of a Pac-Man like smile to it. I'm trying to get it to face the camera for you, but it's not. It's biting me. It actually has a little bit of texture all around it, kind of like a little whirlwind ball. Okay, there it is. Do you see the little Pac-Man open mouth feature right there? And let's squeeze that a little bit. You're going to have to work on these apparently. These are going to be some chores. Fun chores. And I think I've imploded it. Did something come out of it? It did. Something did come out of it because he's all of a sudden got a silvery shimmer that we typically see with Pantaro. So this one, he just basically squeezed this thing. Oh, look at that. So he's back to his old Pantaro self. A very shiny metallic color inside. And now the core is pretty much done. It's going to float around in him for eternity. I'm squeezing it as much as I can to squeeze out all that great metallic-y substance. Kind of reminds me of the Treasure X Robots Gold we just opened with the metallic rust. That very similar, really shiny, almost like a planet, like looking at the planet Jupiter or Saturn with all those layers of color as they swirl around. Very cool. That's fun. Metallic Pantaro, perfectly balanced as always with that shimmery metallic-y compound. Fun with this one. And again, of course, stretching to 3 sizes or more, depending on how strong you are. These are also a great stress and strength training tool. Look at his belt slide back and forth. That's another thing you can do. Play Pantaro's belt game. Try to get Pantaro's belt to slide down his legs, down his body, and over to his head, and squeeze his belt. So great looking Pantaro, I like this one. So it is a one-time thing though, so if you want to be the one to break the core, you pretty much have to be the one to open the box. Do not let a friend accidentally break the core if that's not what you intended. Okay, now we can open up Blazagon, right?
No.
Oh, come on, we gotta go with Blazagon next. How many Blazagons have we gone through? I see Series 7 labeled up here under the 7 to collect. So we have opened at least 7 Blazagons. Maybe more because we have opened the super large one at one point. Oh my, that's a lot of Blazagons. I count almost 9 of them. I forgot about the double packs. And look at here, my original Blazagon. He's a little bit puffy. And some of his water has disappeared and evaporated out. So the water beads are getting really small and mushy. Blazagon needs a water transfusion. Stat! Blazagon, always a staple with heroes of Goo Jit Zu. They are all goo shifters. This is crush the core, transform the goo inside. I see the little yellow sphere up on top of his left shoulder again. You can kind of see that the skins of all of these are a little more transparent than normal. I think that's obviously so you can watch what is going to happen when these cores are broken into. Let's get Blazagon out. Blazagon, always a favorite, must have all the elements of goo that you would like in a figure. Look at that, with the yellow shorts, his tail is poking out, and he's about the same scale as any Goo Jit Zu would want to be. We can stretch these up again, all sorts of different ways, but we gotta figure out what this little core is going to do to Blazagon. It's kind of fun, you can play a little volleyball inside of him. Boop, 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 boop. Any guesses of what sort of goo filling we will find? So once again, we are going to give this a squeeze. Ooh, this core is a little tighter than what we saw with Pantaro. Pantaro was very squishy, which meant that it was full of just possibly another liquid. This one could possibly have some items inside it, if I can find it, if I can get it to break. I'm just gonna give it a heavy squeeze right now. Nothing. There's our little packet. It actually looks like Pac-Man this time. Blazagon, did you eat Pac-Man? Is Pac-Man in there? It looks like Pac-Man. Okay, we're gonna give it... Oh, Pac-Man's going to squeeze red liquid. Poor Pac-Man. The trick is breaking that seal inside of the core. Look at that, I can see it. Oh, just like that. Wow. That was a quick change as we have squeezed in a lot of red liquid, just brightening up Blazagon to his traditional color. Wow, that is pretty spectacular. Oh, it did it again. I got a double there. That's even more. Oh, that is cool. That one was better than Pantaro because I actually heard it pop. There was a popping sound of the core just erupting inside, and now we've got that great, another swirling metal like look, that shiny metallic heavy metal gooing through his body. Look at Pac-Man. Pac-Man, what happened to you?
Oh no!
Oh, poor Pac-Man. Wow, that is spectacular. That was a fun one. If you can get him to pop and burst like that, totally do it that way. That was cool. And then you just spend a few minutes mixing up your heroes, getting all of that new liquid to run about throughout. And he now pretty much looks like maybe a Blazagon we've seen before. I don't know which series it was, but I'm pretty sure we've seen a Blazagon very close to this goo filling. So, wow, that was really, really impressive. But once again, that's a one-time thing. So if you want to do that, you better be the one to do it and not like accidentally have your third cousin step on it. I don't think you can play Pantaro's belt game as well with Blazagon's yellow shorts. Stretching Blazagon out a little bit. Yeah, the shorts stay, mostly because the tail is stuck in there. So I don't know the exact game you would have with Blazagon yet. But Blazagon's always just fun for stress relieving squish. And with that metallic red, pink inside. It's just fun. It's a great fidget and strengthening tool as well. Alright, did everybody enjoy Shark Week this past couple weeks ago? We had watched several. Shark versus Pig was pretty interesting. Shark versus Kraken was stretching it because they never really had a Kraken. They just had a CGI reanimation of it. And a few other great ones like Mega, I think there was like a Mecha Shark was pretty interesting too. So we've got the Thrash Hero Pack. I'm super goopy. Thrash, always a staple of Heroes of Goo Jit Zu. You gotta have a shark, right? So inside, probably maybe a core of blue swirly we will see. It kind of maybe guesstimates what's going to happen. Let's open up. And Thrash is out and about. This may be the best Thrash headpiece I've ever seen. He's got just a great look. Look at that toothy grin and a bluish body with green shorts. Like the green shorts on these can be removed if you want to do that. This one has a pretty good view of the core inside too. There it is, it's an orange core. I've got it kind of blocked up against the back of Thrash's neck here. I might really be able to give this a good squeeze and see what happens with this one. Yeah, there's definitely something in there. It's just getting it from all angles, getting that pop. Ooh, it's a deep liquid blue. Chum maybe? Oh! And it popped too, that is so cool. That is a second great pop, and he is filled with metallic-y blue. So far, no one has been full of compound yet. Maybe water beads or other items, probably because it's harder to jam into these spheres. But that is quite fun. And he is now full of blue, and he has a cute little belly button. That is fun. Thrash, friendly Thrash. Can we do the Pantaro belt with you? With your shorts? Well, I guess the shorts can only go up so far. They're not gonna go through your waist. There's no tail in his shorts, but there's some definite stretch potential with Thrash. And I like the blue metallic in there, so water-like, so cool and interesting. It's a refreshing one for the summertime. Only a one-time thing though, I must stress. I have to stress this as I use this as stress relief. I must stress, these are one-time things, so wow. You know, after $11.99 I think they typically run, that's a $11.99 firework right there. And that's pretty cool. That actually looks like a shark, which will perfectly segue to the Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Primal Thrash. So a couple of these this time are in their full primal mode. We have a full shark version of Thrash. So if you're a big fan of Thrash, this is your year. There is a regular Goo Jit Zu figure Thrash, and then there is a full-on shark body Thrash. Also with Crush the Core, Transform the Goo inside. Looks to be pretty similar to what we had just done with Thrash. Also with Chomp Attack and Stretchiness, of course. And there, over on the back, you can see the collection guide again with the 7 to collect. And also available a Primal Rockjaw croc. Rockjaw and Thrash make the most sense to see in primal form. Alright, so let's celebrate this shark out of the box. Oh, this is weird. This is weird. It's like holding on to a fish. I think it would be kind of cool if we see more like this. This is very different and fun. So Thrash out of the pack, thrashing about, very shark-like. And I like the face on this too. Both Thrashes have just the most epic of shark heads today. This one with the crunch of jaws feature. And pretty well detailed. Each tooth feels a little bit sculpted nicely in a way. And then of course we've got a finny, sharky body following up past the head. And his, well, he looks like he's wearing a shark necklace or something. A shark band, a shark collar. So now we just gotta figure out what to do. It's mostly water inside today. All of these have a base filling of some sort of chemical water. And now we just have to break our core inside. So let's see if I can grab this and give it a squeeze. It's so quick, but it's so cool. It's just an instant pop and then bloop, goo filling, making this toy about twice as dark now. It was pretty light. You could see right through almost to my back blue screen, and now you can see a deeper blue body with the swirly metallics inside. Very nice. That is fun. And then squishy again. A little worried about this one with the way his head is. I'm worried it's just gonna go bloosh. It's gonna shoot out his head or something. But it looks like it's attached pretty good. You can almost get the liquid into his shark fins too here. It stops a little bit close. That is the weirdest shark. Okay, so here's our Primal Thrash and a quick another scale comparison with Thrash the figure. Oh, I would say about twice the size. It feels like maybe a little less than twice the size. Definitely longer, you can see that. But they're both pretty significant in scale. What a fun design though to have a shark Goo Jit Zu character. After seven series, we finally get to see a primal shark, kind of back how they were before they turned into heroes in a way. So that is quite a lot of fun. Why didn't you have a Shark Week special, Thrash? It would have been awesome to see you. Goo Jit Zu and Shark Week need to team up next year. So there's Thrash, the Primal Thrash pack. Well, I guess that means we need to feature and review Rockjaw, Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Hero Pack. We might actually have something else besides goo in this filling too. Rockjaw's crushed the core. I see little water beads inside. I hope we get to see something besides just a goo transform. I know that has to be more difficult to pull off. These cores are not too big. They're pretty small, only about an inch in diameter. So there's not too much to really throw out of these cores, especially if you're looking for extra compound. Removing Rockjaw from pack. Rockjaw was a little harder for me to find. I picked up most of these off of Amazon, but Target is usually a great place to find these. Took me a few extra weeks to get a Rockjaw to come in. And so there he is. Look at the spikes on this one. This might be the best outer body Rockjaw we've seen before. All of these scales and spikes going down his back and tail. Plus he's got this really cool chain belted pants thing, kind of Hulk-like, because they're torn apart. Another great sculpted head too. All of these today have been just terrific. There's something with the contrast between the white teeth and the black inner mouth and the yellow eyes that point out. These head sculpts have been terrific. Okay, where are we going to crack this? I think I'm going to have to try to crack this core from his chest region. I don't think it will be easier to view with all these spikes in the back. It's going to be easier to see up front maybe. Maybe if we remove his shorts. Yeah, this core is also a little tighter. But so far I don't think we've seen anything that comes out of these things that are full of compound. Where is it? Okay, where's the entrance? There it is. He's got a red Pac-Man inside. Okay, let's give it a nice pinch. Oh, that one's tight. That one's really tight. Some of these you might have to work on a little bit. Extra stress relieving on those like super crazy chaotic days. Grab a Rockjaw. It'll take you a few moments. Oh, I got it. I tried this little pull. I pulled it that time and that helped kind of break open. But, oh, there he goes. There he goes. So it's kind of a green. There's our traditional Rockjaw green. Any sort of core element. I've got mostly crocodile green. That's a cool sound and disgustingness. I've been squeezing this one a little longer, hoping I'd see some compound come out, but I don't see any water beads or anything yet. This is probably the most liquidy color. Yeah, I feel like I've got everything out of it. This is probably the most liquidy green Kool-Aid color out of all of the groups so far. Oh, that's kind of fun. When you get the little core stuck in his arm, you can kind of clear out some of the compound inside the arm. That was kind of fun. I like that. But look at the green on this one now. Much easier to see. So that's Rockjaw. Let's check out his Primal version. Again, both Rockjaw and Thrash, perfect for a Primal. We've got a giant Primal Croc here. I am super squishy inside. It indicates possibly more water beads, stretching to 3 times its size again. Chomp attack, looking good. Great sound effects as it rubs across the table and hurts our ears. Oh, okay. We've got a 4-hour wait on that. We'll check back on these in a little bit and see if they have grown some water beads. That could be what's going on. Typically when you get those little water bead packs, they are a tiny little piece of plastic that takes some time to expand the water inside. So we'll take a look at that in a few minutes. Let's see if we can I'm Super Squishy open our Rockjaw. Okay, this is just cute for an alligator or crocodile. Crocodile or alligator? Crocodile, Rockjaw, Crocjaw, Robo-Crocs here, Robo-Crocs there, Robo-Crocs everywhere. Yeah, very nice looking croc toy. Barry, I wouldn't get that close. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we are going to also be looking for Squirrel inside Rockjaw here, Primal Rockjaw. But what a terrific alligator. I mean, this is like an excellent whole other series they can go with, like giant animals now for Heroes of Goo Jit Zu. Or, although I guess we have seen Jurassic World. So, yeah, this is just fun. Maybe it's just the scale. It's about the size of 2 hands this time. A little bit larger. It's like a double feature of Goo Jit Zu. Water inside, and I think we've got the same water beads in there, so we're going to try to crack open. See if we can get this one again. There it is. Oh, I see our Pac-Man opening right there. Sometimes it helps to stretch them if you can. This one definitely has some water beads. I can see them if I can get this to crack. I was so close on that run. I could just taste it. I could taste the crocodile guts. Ah, got him. Oh, look at that. That is definitely water beads. The Goo Jit Zu Rockjaw is supposed to have them too, but they did not emerge like this, or if they did, they are still stuck in the core. There goes the liquid. And you can pretty much see those water beads drop right away. They were like totally visible. Now I'm just kind of doing these cleaning squirts, hoping it just rinses out the core. Alright, so we've got a nice green-bodied Rockjaw now, total croc. Total croc now. Look at that. Oh, that is such a cool, that is a cool item. This might be a top 10 of the year easily for me. I like this one quite a bit. A little more character for some reason than Thrash with the legs and the spiky body. Very nice. And we'll come back to this in a little bit. You can see the water beads right now settle down onto his feet. We'll give that an hour or so to see if those grow up a little bit and expand. Oh, what a great one this one is. I like this one. Seek this one out. Oh, and look, I finally found the water beads. They were there the whole time. They were just floating down towards his feet. So the water beads are inside Rockjaw, regular figure, and those will grow in about 4 hours, it indicates. A couple more heroes to look at. We've got Bengal Hero Pack. Is Bengal a new character? I can't remember for some reason. This one seems new to me. She joins the team with the goo shifters here, crush the core, transforms into the goo. Possibly a very deep, dark ruby goo. Also a very cool one next to Pantaro because you can kind of see inside her skin really easily well. Let's get out and check out. And Bengal out of pack. Look at her go. She's got quite the interesting head sculpt there with the ponytail hair coming from the top and a purpley, light purple skin, but still very easy to see through to the core. This one might be a really fun one to explore. Let's get back over here. Still trying to see the exact shape of these cores, kind of like a little swirly pattern on them. Sometimes I see a face on there, but I think it's just a pattern that looks really cool. And if we can rotate there, we've got our empty void to, there we go, get all the filling out of it. And it's definitely going to be a ruby color. Oh, that is a bright powder maybe. If we can just, oh! Oh! What? Oh my goodness. That was incredible. That is so bright and fast. Wow. That one really shocked me the most today, I think. Just boom. It's another metallic-y compound filling. The great highlight, it swirls, it just looks great in the light. Wow, that was so cool. That was my favorite. I didn't think this one would be my favorite. Just kind of looked like an odd character to me. So Bengali with her purple, bright fuchsia purple skin, that is just, or her filling is purple, her skin is more just clear. But now that she is just loaded with pink, that it's so bright, it's more of a pink, I guess I should say, or again a magenta. There's like several different colors going on in here, but whatever color it is so bright. It is super eye-piercing bright, and it looks awesome. And fun to stretch. But the Goo Shift was so striking. It almost looks like a sand or a solid in there. It is such a dark, bright color. Is that such a thing? A dark bright? I mean, like, I'm trying to say a solid bright color is in there, so wow. That one was terrifically fun. Made a good pop too. Thanks, Bengali. Wait, that's a Thundercat. Alright, one more Goo Shifter to go through. It's Tyro. Tyro is back. Tyro pretty much a regular ever since the dinosaur line of Goo Jit Zus. Crushed the core, transformed the goo. I'm super squishy. Also with water beads inside, so you can tell the ones that take a little more time. There is a 4-hour warning up top letting you know that all those little water beads are going to take some time to grow and expand. Kind of an extra little thing to see what happens slowly with your Goo Jit Zu character. And removing Tyro from pack. Where's Tyro's head? I can't see his head. Oh, there it is. It's in blue. It's just kind of blending into my back screen there. And Tyro's body is kind of like a light purple colored there with a yellow core inside and bright red shorts. Very nice shorts you got there, Tyro, today. Another great head sculpt with these. All of these head sculpts today have been really fun to see. So we've got one last shifter of goo, one last thumb crushing thing to squeeze and pop. Just getting it into the right position. Wow, that one's tight. Does anyone have any vice grips? Some sort of way to squeeze this out? Oh, that one is super tight. My hands are tired and sore. I need like a mallet or something. I need like a wooden rubber mallet. Hang on. Okay, Tyro, just lay down and enjoy this massage. How's that working for you? Oh, I think it actually may have helped out. Although, maybe not. It really made his water inside very goopy soupy for a second. And we still have not crushed the core. Oh, this is a tight core. It would be kind of fun if all of these were actually this tight, just because it would oh, there we go. We got it. It would have expanded the experience longer. I think I caught a few water beads emerging. Oh, that's a good contrast. That's a great contrast. Look at that with the blue and the purple. That's a really cool look. Even the yellow inside too. Oh, all of the water beads are in his tail. That's pretty funny. There are all the water beads. They have moved on into his tail. I hope they don't all expand there, or his tail is going to be this big bulbous ball. There we go. What a great contrast again with the liquid blue inside the purple skin of Tyro. That turned out really spectacular and cool. Great head sculpt on Tyro. This one's always a lot of fun. You can't beat a T-Rex hero of Goo Jit Zu, right? I mean, that is fun. That is quite the fun character. So another great water bead hero to look for. I've now noticed with the metallic shimmery guys, if you leave them sit for quite a while, the metallic settles to one side. Look at that. On the base here of Blazagon, all the metallic material has settled. And then on top here, it's just liquid. So you've kind of got a little bit of more goo shifting with these. If you let them sit for a while, pick them up gently, and then now give them a squeeze and a squish. it once again reanimates itself. So that's kind of a nice little extra feature I didn't totally expect. Although the Treasure X robots, that huge vat, I placed all that metallic compound in there. It's in my bathroom of all places, and it has settled down and done the same thing, and then you can kind of mix it up and then once again see the transformation. So that's pretty nice. Pantaro here, I accidentally discovered that, so he's mostly done. Look, on the base here, he's got a bunch of compound, and then we're gonna mix him up a little bit and have it shine. Rockjaw's water beads are going to need a little more time. And the same thing with Thrash here. Look at that. All the metallic compound has settled to his back, and then we can just squeeze him a whole bunch of times and it will reanimate. That's pretty nice. Usually the metallic compound is always permanently mixed, and that must be something different with the liquid they're using, the core liquid water they're using, and the metallic-y substance usually wants to settle. Reminds me of back to my old nerdly model days where I built model Enterprises and Star Trek ships. The paint with the metallic, the silver and the gold metallic paint would always settle to the bottom. So I think the water beads on Rockjaw and Primal Rockjaw are ready. Already. That was fast. It said 4 hours, but they grew like jello in the refrigerator before Thanksgiving. That's really nice. Let's look at these a little closer. I want to see these water beads in action. Alright, they're a little tricky to see, but the water beads inside have grown now. They're almost the same color, you can see there. Almost the same color as the liquid inside. And I imagine they'll expand even more. They still feel a little bit small, but finally we have some water beads in there growing, giving our Rockjaw some extra goo filling strength. Oh, that is cool looking. How is Primal doing? Yep, I see it inside Primal. Baby water beads growing in there, mooshing about, and definitely want to give it a full 4 hours to see their maximum effect. I don't believe Tyro is ready yet. Tyro was last in line. I see something floating in there. I can't tell if it's just liquid or if it's water beads. Again, they were all stuck in his tail for a while there. So those will need some time to grow, giving you an experiment with these great figures.
3, 2, 1.
And what do you think of the Goo Shifters, Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Series 7? Pretty cool. I think they're fun. Too bad it's only a one-time thing with the cores, but again, just a continuing of a great series of character. If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrelibe, and a squammet. What was your favorite Goo Shifter of the day? Thank you much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.